Maybe the two of you could talk about the challenges that Texas Southern did bring with a little bit of their speed and how you were able to neutralize their shooting in the first few minutes of the game.
Well, I felt like Texas Southern did a great job of spacing the floor today. I felt like their guards used their straights on the court today to beat us to the basket multiple times. And as a defensive team that we are, that was not acceptable. But we kept them. We won the game, and that's what it's about. But for us as a team, we're focusing on, especially for the next game, is on defensive stuff that we do well. And I think we'll clean that up.
Stanley, Stephen
Name it.
Alexander with the Portland Tribune. Stanley, can you talk about just how important that initial run 15-2 was in terms of getting the momentum throughout the rest of the game?
I think it's always positive when you get a great start to the game like that. Not that you can get comfortable, but you can kind of settle into what you do well. I think we got a couple easy baskets early. I think Rondae was really active early, which is always a benefit to us. And we got it inside early, and that that's why we got out to a good run. And we got our only kill of the half, which is our 3 stops in a row at the beginning of that quarter, and we didn't get a kill all the way through until the second half started. So that's why we got to the 15-2 lead, is because we got the kill early in the game. Without that, we wouldn't have been able to score as well.
Bovin, Arizona Republic. Stanley, your coach has talked about how you just don't get rattled. There's such a confidence with you. And did you feel any anxiety going into this game at all? And when was the last time you did feel rattled, maybe?
Rattled, I wouldn't say I was rattled. Anybody was rattled. I'm always anxious for a game to start. What helps us out a lot is because our dependent is our defense every night, and that's just effort. And that you can bring that almost every night out. Offensively things are not going to fall for you all the time, but when you can depend on defense, you can be you can rest at peace with that for our team. So on a normal night that like Arizona plays, we usually have our defense intact. Tonight wasn't our best showing, but usually we have it down packed.
Rondae, Richie Melby with News 4 Tucson. We were in the locker room where Caleb said, when you're the guy that kind of gets the early start going and you're having fun with the crowd getting into it, it gets the rest of the guys going as well. Do you notice that a little bit, that when you're kind of having fun like that, they follow suit?
Yeah, I try to be that way at all times. I know I rub off on the guys. I have that impact on them. So no matter what, I try to bring that, whether it's 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock at night. I just try to be the same way. But sometimes it's a little tough, to rub off on guys when they're a certain way. But, I just try my best.
Yeah, Dan Christopherson, Coin TV here in Portland. Rondae, can you talk about, a number 3 seed's already fallen today, just getting that first one out of the way, what that means to you guys?
Well, as you guys can see, we didn't play, that well on defense, so it kind of I don't know, it kind of messes us up a little bit, but we talked about it, and we're just gonna focus on that part of the game because offensively things will fall. Defense is wins championships, so we have to be focused on that, be ready to play defense, get stops, and grind it out.
Other questions for the student athletes? Up front.
James Kelly, Daily Wildcat. Rondae, what are your thoughts on getting a career night in terms of points despite the foul trouble?
Well, it's always good to have a good night offensively, but as everyone knows, I'm a defensive player first, and my mindset is to play defense. So when we have a defensive night like that, it bothers me a lot, as I can say for our coach, as I can say for a lot of other players. So my biggest thing is, how to get the guys to be ready next time on defense.